Hey, what's up, guys? What's up, Sussex squad? And what's up, Diddy, y'all? This is two worlds colliding. You guys, remember how a long time ago the royal press tried to make it seem like Harry was hanging with Diddy and Meghan might have been at the parties and everybody was making a big deal of it? And I literally said, let me tell you something. I know Harry has a party boy lifestyle. Quiet as kept, William has an even bigger party boy lifestyle. And we all know Kate was Queen Party Girl Incorporated. But the one person we know that never was a big partier was Meghan Markle. So when I heard this report, I'm like, that don't even sound right. But I do believe the Williams stuff. Well, guess what? Diddy's old PR agent is coming out and he's confirming our suspicion, Sussex Squad. Everybody's over here looking at Harry and Meghan. Yes, Meghan Markle was at a Diddy party, please, right? But at the end of the day, the same way they said Meghan was on a yacht, but yet we got pictures of Kate and escorting Richard Branson around. But you know what? That's not what this is about. This is about that they have exposed that, again, the British press are kings and queens of deflection and projection. It wasn't Harry that was all up in Diddy's parties. As a matter of fact, it was not even William. But get this, uh, Diddy was obsessed with getting close to William and obsessed with getting William to the party. Now, did William go to any of those parties? I honestly don't know. We can talk about the Halloween party that everybody was saying, oh my God, Harry showed up in that uniform. And yes, he did, and he atoned for it. But did anybody talk about William showing up in blackface? You know what? Let's get into these reports because, baby, you can't you cannot make this up, all right? Harry and William both want us to know they have never accepted any of Diddy's party's invitations. But get this, Sean Diddy Combs was obsessed with William and Harry, but they never accepted party invites, says the former rep. Now, of course, he wanted Harry as a consolation prize, but let's not forget that Diddy also wanted to be close to the power. And what's better than one Prince of England? Baby, how about the future king to be? Again, the reason why they threw Harry under the bus is because they did not want to make it seem apparent that William and Diddy, they said they never accepted any invitations, but please believe it, we know for a fact Harry didn't, because if he had, the British media would have spread it everywhere, just like they tried to spread that lie about Meghan. Anyway, let's get into this, okay? They said Sean Diddy Combs was a big fan of Prince William and Prince Harry, but they never accepted an invitation to one of the star-studded parties. Baby, that was probably the best thing that neither of them ever did. Side note, did you know that the British media is also talking about how Meghan going broke? What's her next act? Oh my God, they're living separate lives because Harry and Meghan are walking out the house by each other. Isn't it funny now? I said, you know what? That's one thing about Meghan. Every time she gets quiet, the British media always act like, oh, we got her. She ain't doing nothing because they keep confusing Meghan with Kate. You can be a Kate fan or not. I really don't care, right? At the point, and you can believe Kate has cancer or not. I really don't care. What I do know is we look at scraggly, boggly William losing weight, looking scruffy, and that beard. And we look at Kate looking tweaked and refreshed. William's the one that looks like he has the big C. Now, I'm not saying William does, but does he not look sicker than the sick Kate? This wouldn't be the time they act. If that is true, and I'm not starting any rumors, right? But let's just say William does have the big C. And just like with the Queen, they didn't want to admit that William has cancer because, you know, he's of royal lineage. Maybe they did make Kate take the blame for it. Although that still doesn't explain why Kate wasn't allowed to show up and William was allowed to show up drunkenly stumbling over the fields and through the woods to grandmother's house we go, right? Anyway, um, when it comes to Kate, when you don't see Kate doing anything, it's because she's literally not doing anything. Kate believes her job is to raise her kids to be the future princess, prince, and king of England. And that could be her job. I don't care about that. Be a stay-at-home mom. My issue, I think, with Kate and everybody's issue is while she wants to do that, she doesn't want to stay in her lane. She also wants to be the best speaker, the most this, the most that. Just stay in your lane. You're a great mom. You're raising riches. You are a rich man's pampered wife and you don't want to do stuff, but you get mad when people come out and actually wants to do more. Very interesting, right? But let me get back to my point. every single time Meghan goes quiet, the British press is like, see, we got her. It's over. It's curtain. It's over for you hoes, right? They're always like that. The thing is, when Meghan goes quiet, she's actually in the kitchen cooking something up. Why did she just announce that Archwell is partnering with Oprah Winfrey's foundations and the Melinda Gates Foundation? Y'all talking about Megan lost her Hollywood friends, don't nobody like her, this, that, and the third. When Megan literally teamed up with two of the biggest philanthropic people, donors, and also doers, Melinda Gates and Oprah. Let me tell you one thing about Megan. She won't be okay. We don't ever have to worry about her. She's going to be okay. And that's what grinds the gears, okay? But they tried to make it seem like the way Megan was being so quiet is because she was shamed by the connection between Diddy, the connection between Harry. Oh my God, what's going on? The connection of her on a yacht and her with Diddy. When the biggest proof you have that none of that is true besides eyes, we only have pictures of Kate on a yacht. We have no pictures of Harry. There's no proof. Is the fact that some of the biggest philanthropic leaders who do big background checks on everyone thinks that Meghan's past is a-okay and they're going into business with her. But anyway, I just thought that was funny that they thought it was over for Meghan, and maybe it's still over for William and Kate. Is he still trying to end homelessness while he sits on his billion-dollar fortune? Is he looking to see the way his daddy has been shamed, named, and blamed and driven out of Australia? Did you see the way they're now saying because Charles apologizes, he has to give reparations? It don't matter whether they apologize or not. The British family is going to be held into account for reparations. Charles had it done to him because he's the current king. But do you think we need an apology to push for reparations? Do you think we need the British family to acknowledge something, to talk about what they did through slavery and the illegal gains? Like, I don't know. Anyway, um, Charles wasn't welcome in Australia. A lot of people refused to meet with them, and people can sit there and laugh and whatnot. And I did. But William, what are you laughing at? Because at the end of the day, people like you less than your daddy. People don't even know you. If you think you are going to pop up on a Zoom and get applause, but maybe William's like, we don't need to be kings and queens. We just need the money. But maybe that money is not going to last that many generations. But judging by the way you save money by getting hair implants, maybe it will. Anyway, let's get back into this, right? Rob Shooter, who previously worked as a publicist for the musician between 2002 and 2004, told BBC News that he was told to call William and Harry to invite them to a Diddy event more than 10 times. You know, he couldn't wait to get the blackmail going on Harry and William, heavy on the William. However, they never accepted the invitations, despite Diddy offering to cover their travel, lodging, and even pay for the security. You know, at the end of the day, you can't get mad at somebody for trying. This is before we knew Diddy was a monster. But do you really think the princes of United Kingdom need lodging, transportation, and security? But you know what? Maybe that wasn't such a dumb idea because look at Andrew. He sold his whole country out for literally a pack of what is it? A pack of potato chips crisp, right? And some fish and chips. Like, think about it. Didn't with the whole Jeffrey Epelator thing with Andrew, he said that she paid for his lodging, his hotel, his travel, security, and what is it? Andrew was such a broke joke that he got involved in it. On top of the fact that he liked what Jeffrey Epstein was into, let's not forget. But again, this is they keep such tight leashes on everyone and give them pennies to keep that billion going. And this is what happens. But then again, I can't blame that on them being cheap because at the end of the day, Andrew liked what Jeffrey Epelator was giving. They said Diddy was obsessed with William and Harry. He thinks of himself as a king, so it makes perfect sense he would like to have two princes in his entourage. They said neither accepted the invites. Nor were they part of this world. He also said that Diddy, who's currently behind bars in the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn after being denied bail by two judges, even kept frame pictures of the Prince of Wales and the Duke of Sussex in his New York apartment. He wanted a little white chocolate. Anyway, let's see. Ba, 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 ba. Listen, they said at the end of the day, um, we're going to see what's happening. The one thing we do know is I don't really care if William was involved. I mean, if it is, that would be so delicious. But the fact that we can now say Harry was not involved in Diddy at all, and this stupid rumor that they're making up that Meghan was involved at Diddy parties, even before she met Harry, that was never her steez. Now, if you tell me Bill and Linda Gates was having a party, I'd be like, okay, fine. I believe Meghan was there. But the fact is, Diddy was never even Meghan's scene, whether she was busy doing charity events in India. But that said, right, we can put this to bed. Let's see what happens with everything. I know one thing, right? We need to ask a question: who really had cancer? And I don't even mean to be funny about it, but at this point, I think we can say that they are walking back the fact that for the historical record, they even want to admit that Kate ever had cancer. Listen, let me know what you think. In the meantime, I do want to say that at the end of the day, I know Charles is over in Australia, mad. Did I tell y'all? Six of the prime ministers wouldn't come meet with them because they want to get reelected. Standing next to the royals are a bad look. They said only 8% of the population actually supports the royals. Everybody else just looks at them as jokes, okay? And as drains and leeches on the tax system, as they should. However, Western Australia, that premier has invited Harry to come visit while his dad was in Australia, and Camilla was literally being bribed by putting little apple pieces in a trail for, like, the little horsey to pick up. While Camilla was being bribed to stop being a grouchy sourpuss and actually travel and do her role, they're inviting Harry, and Harry was learning to surf. I know Charles is mad, and he's a good surfer. I know Charles is mad. I know William is mad. I know William is trying to whip up something, but nobody even cares about that Earthshot Prize, which, by the way, is going to be in November in South Africa. And Kate, they already said, is not attending. The funny thing is, I wonder if William needs eyes and he'll finally be like, fine, she can come, but I'm not holding her hand. I wonder if they're going to use Kate for press, but William believes he can be a star without Kate. All right. How many times can you wear the same stupid tuxedo and you're not even handsome? Before we actually say out loud, William, we do not care. Will you move on? But anyway, y'all, we'll talk about that in a different video. Listen, let me know what you think in the comments. There's a little bit of movement with that. I'll try to cover it. But for right now, we are waiting for Meghan's cooking series and that Polo documentary to come out so we can actually support and review it. And we're also waiting for Kate to do anything. I don't know. We'll wait. I know what you're saying. Keep waiting. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to you later. Bye.